How's everyone doing on this fine Thursday night? Some people are enthusiastic over there. That's great to hear. Yeah. Tomorrow's Friday. That's TGIF. Yeah, right. Right. You can come to Magoobies and watch actual comedians perform. Yeah. Saturday too. Sunday is supposed to be a day of rest, unless you're Jewish. Monday. Well, what can I say? Fuck me, it's Monday. Yeah. But, you know, that whole cycle of the weekdays and weekends, Sunday to Monday, you know, all the joy from the weekend starts to dwindle away when Monday comes along. Monday goes away, and if all of it hasn't dwindled by Monday, it sure as shit does by Tuesday. Tuesday leaves into Wednesday as if you're over the hump. Thursday, I don't even want to talk about it. Friday, you're so exhausted physically and emotionally, it's just by the time it's Saturday, you just need to rest like you're dead or something. And then Sunday comes around, you're finally rested, even though that's supposed to be the day of rest, and well, Monday's right back at it. That vicious cycle that society puts us in. It's like, we gotta break free from that, we gotta progress, but it's what keeps us submissive. I hate it when you're driving down the road, and, well, I actually love it when you're driving down the road, and you know, you're coasting at 50 miles per hour, and listening to Alanis Morissette, You Ought to Know on the radio, you know, getting your frustrations out, feeling good about your life. You know, you're on a back road, nice sunny day, one lane road, and there's a car coming on the road perpendicular to you, and you're like, oh, well, they're not gonna pull out while I'm about to head down there because, you know, they realize that I'm gonna pass them and might hit them. But they pull out anyway. And you have to stomp on your brakes, go from 50 miles per hour to 20, probably in about 2 seconds time, and then from 20 to 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2. Finally, you can start speeding up again. Oh, but then at 35 miles per hour, that's as fast as they end up going. It's a 40 mile per hour speed limit, let me make sure you know that. It's times like those you want to just use your telekinetic powers your mama gave you to move that car to the side of the road, or better yet, build a beltway, cut down all those trees on that back road, as sad as that might seem, and build that beltway. But then you realize with the beltway, well, 4:30, 5:30, that traffic, that's gonna suck just as much. So why don't they invent flying cars already? Like that's ever gonna happen. Sorry, I know I feel like I'm being very negative, and I apologize for that. If anybody's, you know, getting depressed by this, maybe it's the atmosphere in here, you know, like the walls are blue and everything. Like, I mean, I know there's some red and white and black and stuff, but blue is like a sad color. Like, it's kind of like funny, like, this is not funny, but sad, but like, this is a comedy club, it should be funny, not sad and blue. Maybe that's the irony, the paradox of it, you know? So sad is funny, yeah. Oh, thank you, there I do go, yes, I'm going. I hate it when you're applying for a job, and they ask, do you prefer to work alone or do you prefer to work with others? And I say, well, it depends on what I'm applying for. I was applying to be a shuttle bus driver, so I said I prefer to work alone, and they, you know, didn't accept me. Why? Because I said I prefer to work alone, and I should have said I prefer to work with others. So they asked you, do you prefer to work with others? And I'm like, well, yeah, that's what's going to get me the job, then sure, I like to work with others. Can you be clear, though, as to whether it's work with others as in customers or as with coworkers? Next time, I hope they'll give me a third option. Prefer to work alone, prefer to work with others, and prefer not to work. I think I'd pick the third option, and oddly enough, I think that might get me the job. Last night, I was taking a survey on Facebook. It asked me, what horror movie best describes your sex life? I got Alone in the Dark. Well, keep the laugh-gasms coming. No pun intended.